This unfortunately is not a video that I wanted to make, as you can tell from the title. Going back to when I did the live stream, I kind of laid out a timeline for how everything went with the Cobra and all that stuff. Obviously, if I had the Cobra back, I would not be filming in my Escape. I'd be in the Cobra. I'm filming this on the 26th, so I'll either release this later today or on Friday. During the live stream that I did, for those of you that were there and watched it, and I appreciate everyone that did pop in either just to say hi or stayed for quite a while. It did go longer than I thought, so it was, but you guys kept the conversation going, so it all goes to you guys, because I can't sit there and talk for 2 hours straight without something coming back at me. But I said at that point, the Cobra was at the dyno. It was dropped off that day. Now we're past that point, we're just about a week later. I was hoping that if the car was able to get dynoed on the weekend or the beginning of this week, that the Cobra meetup could still potentially happen if I could squeeze it in and everything with the Cobra was good as far as it running. I'm at the point now where this whole timeline for the meetup and getting the Cobra back is way too condensed for it to happen at this point in time. I did mention that there was a backup date for October 3rd, 4th, whatever that first weekend in October was, and I could potentially push it back to then for when I get the car back. That would give me a little bit more time. But what it really comes down to is I'm just kind of done right now. Everything with the car. I wish I could express how extremely frustrated I am with everything. And even if I got the car back tomorrow, I want to get the Cobra back, have what very little time I have left with it for the summer, and just enjoy it. I don't want the weight of having to do a 10-hour round trip out to New York and back in a matter of a couple days, weighing down on top of me for an event that would only be potentially weeks away after everything else that I've gone through with the car. All the delays. I mean, it's been gone since May 24th, and here we are at August 26th. And I just want to get it back, drive it around locally, not worry about any big long trips. And for those of you that were looking forward to this, I really apologize. I hope you understand why I'm canceling the meetup for now. It is not something that is completely out of the question long term. It's something that I would like to revisit, next spring, early summer, somewhere in that time frame, of course, depending on what's going on with the car at that point and everything, so I'm not going to put out potential dates at this point. And I said the same thing in the live stream, and anyone just happened to be popping in that didn't see that. I'm not mad at DRK Performance. I did all the work on the car. Excellent shop. I'm not mad at Performance Dyno for not getting to the tune yet, because like I said during the live stream, they are backed up by 2 months. I'm extremely lucky that at DRK Performance and another shop that Pete deals with, that they have first priority whenever there's a cancellation or an opening. It is not my problem that Performance Dyno was backed up that much. It's because they're that good. If I were to do this install on my own and not have a shop do it, I would still be waiting the same amount of time, because it couldn't be dynoed yet. So no matter what I did, this whole thing was going to get delayed either way. And I could have someone remote tune it, I could have another shop do it, but I'm not doing that. I want it done by Performance Dyno, because they do it right, and that's just the end of it. I'm not even entertaining thoughts of, there are other people that will do remote tunes. Kevin Dunn is very reputable, very good at what he does, but I want it on the dyno. I want something to show for my efforts of putting the VMP on. So you may be wondering why, if you're so frustrated and don't want to do the meetup, and you're not mad at Performance Dyno, and you're not mad at DRK Performance, who are you mad at? Who are you pissed off at? All of that falls on MMR for having total of 3 failed coolant crossover deletes. All of them leaked. Every friggin' one of them. And I did a post and advised people not on one of the Cobra Facebook pages, did a post advise people not to deal with MMR, especially like engine parts and crap like that. I mean, if they have a coolant crossover delete that can't even perform the way it's supposed to, I wouldn't trust any of their friggin' engine components at this point. I don't know what it is. Maybe they change manufacturers or where they get the parts from, but something changed, because in the few Facebook posts that I mentioned in a couple of the Cobra groups, of course, people came running to MMR's defense. Oh, I have that same thing on my car, it runs great. I have absolutely no doubt that it does, but you probably bought it quite a while ago. I'm talking about right now. If you're looking at buying anything MMR at the point of watching this video in August of 2021 on, I would be extremely, extremely skeptical about giving them any of your money, because I am completely done with anything with MMR. Those of you that watched the live stream, you may have noticed someone made a comment that they wanted to buy my head cooling mod, which is MMR. I got that head cooling mod for free with the car, and I sold it because I do not want anything MMR on that car. And there was someone that said they were completely fine with buying it. It was brand new in the box. I just didn't want it. Just out of principle. I could have had it put on, and it would probably most likely be completely fine, but it's the principle of the whole thing. And wrapping back around to the original point, I would have had the car back 3 weeks ago, almost a month at this point, if it wasn't for that leaking coolant crossover delete. It was scheduled to go to the dyno. It was being loaded onto the trailer to go down and be tuned, and I would have had the car back within 2 days after that, probably 1 day after that, because it was a Monday, I was working that Monday, I worked that Tuesday, and I could have picked it up on Wednesday, and I would have had the car back 3 weeks ago at this point. So all of this falls on MMR. The original delay was because of that, which backed things up. So I would have had the car back 3 weeks ago, and if I never had the coolant crossover delete from MMR done, it would have been even sooner than that. It would have been like a month and a half ago I would have had the car back between all the delays. So that brings me back to, of course, the original point of the meetup, and it's not something that I can enjoy doing right now. Like I said, I just want to get the car back, drive it the little bit of time that I have left, keep it local just in case there's any issues or problems or anything like that, and just not have to really have the weight of the meetup weighing down on me. And it's something that I hope to do for next spring, summer, but at this point, it's too close to the date of the original date to keep people hanging of whether it's going to happen or not. So I'm just making the call now. Those of you that are close to New York that were looking forward to going, by all means, if you guys still want to do something and meet up, have at it, that would be great if you could do that. But I'm just saying I'm not going to host and plan and go out there myself at this point in time. At the time of recording this on the 26th, I'm hoping the car gets dynoed today or tomorrow. I'm recording this in the afternoon. It could potentially get dynoed tonight or on Friday or during the weekend. And if not, hopefully I'll have it back next week. And of course I'll have an update video at that point once I get the car back. And also next Friday I plan on doing another live stream if I get the car back and I have something to actually talk about. So that's the tentative plan for now. So not this Friday, but next Friday at the date of the release of this video will be another live stream if the Cobra is back by then. And of course I'll have a dyno video or something before that stating that there will be another live stream, and of course the topic of that video, whether it's the dyno or something else. But I just wanted to update everyone. I know this wasn't an exciting video, nothing really in the car driving or specifically talking about the Cobra, but I just had to update everyone on the direction of all this and how it stood as far as a meetup goes. So I don't know, hopefully next summer we can make it happen. And sorry for those of you that were looking forward to going. It was a great idea and I had interest in some people going, but at this point in time I can't go through with it. If you're new here, feel free to sub. If this is your first time watching and you want to see more of my Terminator Cobra, of course I have the dyno video coming up hopefully soon. Also throw the video a like if you're watching. It really does help the video get more exposure. The more likes and comments and interaction a video gets, the more it helps. So hopefully we can do the meetup next year. I just had to give a general update on this, and I'm sorry for those that were looking forward to this. I didn't want to tow people along even more and leave them hanging without a definitive answer of if this was going to happen or not. That's all for now, everyone. Thanks for watching.